Hello everyone, welcome to game number 48 here in Cheese League Baseball. We have the Marauders versus the Olympians at the Tiger Den. Flavio Yoft gets the start for the Marauders. Fuentes gets the start for the Olympians. Marauders coming off a hot streak, just took 2 from the Whalers. So they are 6-3, 8-1 are the Olympians. And Lala Quinto leads it off, DHing today for the Marauders. And 2-2 now. And one's hit, knocked down by Panada, throws to Fuentes for the first out. Brandon McLongthrope steps in, absolutely on fire. 552, 2 homers, 6 ribbies. That one's hit into center field, 4-base hit. So McLongthrope is on base. The 1-out single brings up Wilder Plows, right fielder. See, Fuentes is more of a velocity accuracy pitcher, not so much on the junk. Can bring it though. 4-seamer, curve, change, slider. 94 in the gum there from that fastball. Throw over to first. McLongthrope slides in safely. She can run quite well. That one's popped up, and Panada's calling for it. And he has it. 2 outs now. Tugger Gentry steps in. Locked in. Power hitting shortstop for the Marauders. Played at the Tiger Den quite a bit. And McLongthrope goes and slides in safely. So McLongthrope stolen base there. And Gentry looks at a ball outside. 2-2 now. That one's popped up. And should be no issue. It's not for Bernal. Out number 3. Go to the bottom of the first. Nice view there of the Tiger Den. Gertie Booper lead it off here for the Olympians. Pops that one up. And Esquivel is there. This Esquivel might be his first start of the season. In left field today for the Marauders. Joy Trickster now. DHing today. Flavio Yoft bringing the heat there. 99-98. And 2-2 now to Trickster. And fouled off. Popped up. And camping under it is Gentry. Puts it away for out number 2. Shaw steps in. Having a good start to his season. Looking locked in. 357, 3 homers, 12 ribbies. But he pops this one up. And should be no issue. And it's not for Plows. So Olympians go down in order. 5, 6, and 7 up. Xerox Liu leads it off for the Marauders. Actually, I'm looking at my notes here. I can't remember a game that we played at the Marauders' home field. Perhaps we were there earlier in the season. That one's fouled away. But it might have been a while. Yeah, game number 11 we were there, but it's been a while. That one drops in for a base hit. So the Marauders have a base runner. Brings in Tater Pepperonis. He had a big game against the Whalers last time. Good speed on the bases for the Marauders. They're not afraid to run. And Fuentes dealing 0-2 now to Pepperonis. Throw over to first. Slides in safely. Grounded to Mullins, to Booper, to Panada for the double play. 4-6-3 double play. Leon Juarez gets the nod today, playing third base. Looks at strike 1 inside. And nice little breaking pitch there for strike 2. And looks at strike 3. 1, 2, 3, right like that. So 4, 5, and 6 up now. For the Olympians, Marty Hull leads it off this half of the inning. And Yoft again just dealing 98 on the gun. Both pitchers are 1-0, and both pitchers have 2.3 ERAs, so very evenly matched. And like I said, the Marauders are 6-3. Olympians are 8-1. So this is a competitive game for sure. That's grounded. Pepperonis throws the McLongthrow for the out. See McLongthrow playing first there today. Bernal steps in. He's had himself a good start to the season. I shouldn't really say start to the season. This is game number 10 for a lot of these teams. And Bernal walks. So Yoff walks Bernal. Brings up Ellie Mullins. Bernal can run pretty well. And they check on him at first. Safe. And Bernal goes and slides in safely. So stolen base for Bernal. And he's taken third and slides in safely again. Wow. Look at that. 2 stolen bases, 1 inning for Bernal. Mullins. Full count now. And she works a walk. So now runners in the corners for Spencer Pinata. 1 out. Pinata's doing all right. 261. 2 ribbies. No homers yet this season. And good breaking pitch there. 88 mile-an-hour breaking pitch from Yoft. 3-1 now to Pinata. Grounded to Pepperonis. To Gentry. To McLongthrow for the inning-ending double play. So the Olympians unable to capitalize on the runners in the corners with 1 out there. Travel to the top of the third now. And Zayden Esquivel. Actually, we have seen Esquivel before. He just hasn't had a hit yet this season. And that's a base hit. So he gets the icebreaker. Esquivel does. Marauders have a base runner as Cochran comes in, the catcher for today, looking for his icebreaker. And that one gets away from Hull behind the plate. Esquivel advances. And ball inside. 1-1 now to Cochran. And strike 2. Nice big curveball there. Fuentes. That one's fouled away. 1-2 now on Cochran. Grounded to Booper. Throws the Pinata for out number 1. The runner advances to third. Lila Quinto steps in. 0 for 1 today. And, ooh, the home crowd wanted that one. See the home crowd sporting their Olympian blues. Marauders sporting the Marauder maroon. And Quinto walks with Raina McLongthrow up 1 for 1 today with a single already. Runners in the corners, 1 out. Chance to do some damage here in the top of the third. And 3-0 now to McLongthrow. And there's a strike from Fuentes. Grounded up the middle, the infield was in. That scores that run, so the Marauders are the first on the board today. McLongthrow with the RBI single. So 2 runners on. That can run pretty well for Wilder Plows. And looks at a ball outside. 1-1 on Plows. Fuentes stats looking pretty good. 48 pitches. That creeped down a little bit. 50th pitch here. 2-2 to Plows. And squibbed to Pinata for the out at first. The runners advance. And that brings up Gentry, 0 for 1 today. With 2 on, 2 outs. And swings through that one. 93 in the gun there from Fuentes. And popped up. Let's see if that one gets in the stands. And it does. The 2-2 now to Gentry, who again is looking locked in. And they strike him out. Gentry goes down looking. So the Marauders strand a pair. They're able to get 1 run though. And we go to the bottom of the third. Werner Fowl leads it off. Number 8 hitter for the Olympians. 8-9-1 due up this inning. 2-1 now. And that's fouled away. And base hit for foul into center field. So Werner fouls on first. As we hear the jingle jangles of the Cheese League mascot, Cooper, in the background. Throw over to first. Safe. Liam Bowles steps in. Third baseman for the Olympians. Only that 115. The runner goes. Not that strong of a runner, but he slides in there safely. And grounder up the middle for a base hit. The runner's coming home. Gonna have a play at the plate. Let's see. And oh, McLongford cuts it off. So it's all tied up now, folks. That brings up Gertie Booper in the top of the order. And strike one. So 1-1 to Booper. Runner on first. Shattered bat. Let's see if they can. They're not going to be able to turn the double play. Goes a long way to McLongthorpe for the first out of the inning. Runner advances to second. So 1 on, 1 out. Joy Trickster up now. And that's a ball outside. 1-1 to Trickster. Grounded to Gentry for out number 2. Runner goes to third. Brings up Neil Shaw. 0 for 1 today. With 2 outs and 1 on. And nice break and pitch there from Yoft. The 2-1 now to Shaw. And big swinging strike there. Had Shaw all off balance. And that one's popped up. And Pepperonis puts it away for the final out of the inning. So the Olympians tied up in the bottom half of the third. We go to the fourth. 5, 6, and 7 up for the Marauders. Liu is 1 for 1 today with the single. Fuentes looking quite comfortable. That was lined out to Mullins for the first out of the inning. And here is Pepperonis. That one's hit very high, very far, and gone. Into the second deck. Tater Pepperonis, the solo shot. 410-foot shot into left field. His first homer of the season, 5th RBI. And the Marauders take the 2-1 lead.
The third baseman, number 23.
Brings up Leon Juarez, who's 0 for today. And takes the ball high. 2-2 now to Juarez. And the full count now. Fuentes deals. That one's popped up into right center. Shaw tracks it down for the second out. Escobar steps in. He got his first hit of the year, his last time up. And quickly, 2 strikes on Escobar. And now 1-2. Fouled off down the left side. And 2-2 to Escobar. Fuentes delivers, popped up. Right to Fuentes. She's going to take it herself for the final out of the inning. So the Marauders get one back in the solo shot from Pepperonis. 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Olympians. The bottom half of the frame. Marty Hull's 0 for 1 today. And he hits that one well, but right at Plows. That was a line drive right at Plows there in right field. First out, Bernal steps in now. Yoft is looking pretty good too. Pretty comfortable, 53 pitches now. Velocity, accuracy, junk. Not really taking any hits. That one is hit into center field though. So the Olympians have a base runner. Ellie Mullins steps up. Very good speed for the Olympians on base. Mullins looks at a strike from Yoft. And ooh, got her to chase outside. And now 1-2 with that high pitch. And 2-2 to Mullins. Pops that one up. Looks like Cochran's going to take that himself. And he does, right in front of home plate. So 2 outs now. Runner on first. Spencer Pinata steps in. crowd really likes. And throw over to first to check on the runner. Slides in safely, and again, ooh, very close that time. And again, very close. Trying to get the runner leaning a little bit. That one's grounded right to McLongthrope. She steps on first for the third out. So we go now to the top of the fifth. Cochran up, 0 for 1 today. Again, looking for that icebreaker hit. 9-1 and 2 up this inning. And does he get it? He gets it. Cochran with the base hit into left field. His first hit of the season. Brings up number 1 hitter, Lila Quinto. Cochran actually runs pretty well too on first base there for a catcher. And again, the Marauders aren't afraid to run. Quickly 0-2 to Quinto. And strike 3, got her out on the big curveball. So Quinto strikes out. McLongthrope steps in with 1 out, 1 runner on. McLongthrope's on fire. That's a high breaking pitch. Missed. And 3-0 now to McLongthrope. And she walks. So runners on first and second now for Wilder Plows. And I was just going to say, I think Fuentes might be done for the day. And Bugles comes in out of the Olympian bullpen to relieve Fuentes. And that one crosses up Hull there. Ball gets away from him. The runners advance to second and third, and they do a double steal. And that was a little weird action there. Double steal, and that was interesting. That's the third out. It was a double steal, failed attempt. They were able to throw out the runner at second, and then the batter there just grounded out to first for the final out of the inning. That was a odd play. So now bottom of the fifth. 8, 9, and 1 up for the Olympians. Foul steps in. And ball outside. And strike 95 in the gun from Yoft. So Yoft still dealing this late in the game. That one's grounded McLongthrope. Throws over to Yoft for the first out. Liam Bowles steps in 1 for 1, single into Ribby. And they're actually putting in a pinch hitter. Zuniga comes in. Marley Zuniga. And grounds to Gentry for the second out. We'll see if she stays in, Zuniga stays in as a defensive replacement. Gertie Booper now, leadoff hitter. 1-1. And looks at a ball high. 2-1 now to Booper. And 2-2. Popped up. And Cochran did not have to move from his position at all. Puts that away for the final out. So Gentry, Liu, and Pepperonis do up 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Marauders. Let's see what's happening. So Chuck Evans goes to third base. That's a strike from Bugles. And 1-2 on Gentry. And ball 2. And Gentry works the count full and walks. So Bugles walks Tugger Gentry. Now Liu comes in 1 for 2 today. And hits that one into right field. Base hit. Let's see. Gentry stops at second. He's not going to go much further. He's not that strong of a runner. Now 2 on. No outs for Tater Pepperonis. Power versus righties is activated. And I'll say runners with pretty decent speed on the bases there for the Marauders too. Quickly 0-2 though on Pepperonis. Bugles gets him to pop up. Infield fly is called. Bugles catches it. So 1 out. And runners on first and second. Brings in Leon Juarez, third baseman today for the Marauders. Fouls that one away. 1-1 to Juarez. And the 1-2 now. 88-mile-an-hour fastball there. Infield fly again called. So Pinata puts that away. And still 2 on. Now with 2 outs. And Esquivel steps in. And strike on Esquivel. Takes the ball inside, 1-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Strike on the outside part of the plate. Popped up. Let's see, Pinata should have that. I think, no, he's called off by Bernal. And right field puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning. So going now to the bottom of the 6th. Marauders still lead at 2-1. All right, we're going to have a defensive replacement here. Majors goes in at 3rd for Juarez now. And that one's hit into right center. And just a rope into right center. So I believe that was Trickster, I believe. McLongthrope fields that. So 1 out. Runner at 2nd now. Marty Hull steps in. Yoff's still working away. 75 pitches now. Velocity, junk, accuracy, all trending downward, and stamina as well. We'll see how much longer he lasts. Popped up. Put away there by Plows. Runner's going to 3rd, and Plows, not the strongest arm there. So runner advances to 3rd. Bernal steps in with 2 outs. Runner on 3rd. Chance to tie the game up here. Bottom of the 6th. And it's 1-1 now. And the 2-1 to Bernal. And the 3-1. Yoft all in the red now. Popped up and fouled away. And Yoft walks him. So Bernal walks. I think that might be Yoft's last batter of the day. Brings up Ellie Mullins. And it is Odell's coming in relief of Yoft. Lefty out of the bullpen. Runners in the corners, 2 outs. Ellie Mullins to the plate, 1-0 now. And strike. Good breaking pitch there from Odell. 2-1 now. Grounded up the middle. Base hit, and the run scores. So we got a tie ball game here, folks. Ellie Mullins with the RBI base hit with 2 outs. Still 2 runners on 1st and 2nd for Spencer Pinata. These Olympians hitters cannot be stopped. The throw to check on the runner at 2nd. And 2-1 now to Pinata. Popped away behind home plate, foul. 2-2. And they get him. They tie him up inside. He's not too happy about that. So the Olympians get 1. We go to the top of the 7th. Tie ball game here, 2-2. And Joaquin Buck comes in now as a pinch hitter for Cochran and hits a base hit up the middle. So the Marauders have a base runner here at the top of the 7th. Brings up Lila Quinto, 0 for 2 with a walk. I'd say she's kind of due. Feeling tense though. Buck does not run particularly well on 1st. 1-1 now to Quinto, and fouled away. Bugle's still out there dealing. Velocity, not a big velocity pitcher anyway, more junk and accuracy guy. That one's fouled away. So 2-2 now on Quinto. And sneaks one through the right side. So 2 on, no outs for Raina McLongthrope, who's locked in, has 2 singles, a walk, and a ribby already today. And ball outside from Bugles. And there's a looping curveball strike. And that one hung up there too, but fouled away. 1-2 now to McLongthrope. Popped up, and Shaw dives, gets there, and they double them up. Almost a triple play, holy cow. What were they doing there at 2nd base? I think that one was gonna drop in. That was weird. So possibly a missed opportunity there for the Marauders. Wilder plows comes in with 2 outs, runner on first, and he fouls that one off to the left side. 3-1 now on plows, and 3-2 pitch now, and he's walked. So 2 on, 2 outs. Tugger Gentry 0 for 2 today with a walk. He's locked in as well. Power hitting shortstop. And that one's ripped. And that is going to be off the wall. Kind of gets away from foul. 1 run comes home. Here's the play at the plate. There is no play. 2 runners get home. And it's a 2 RBI, 2 out, 2 RBI double. Bases clearing double, I should say. And the Marauders take the 4-2 lead. Xerox Liu in now. And 2-1 on Liu. And 3-1 now. And that one gets away from Hull. The runner does not advance though. As Liu is walked, that brings up Tater Pepperoni's 1 for 3 with the homer today. Bugles, stats, trending, all down in the red. Velocity, accuracy. Struggling right now. Let's see if he can get out of this inning. 1-2 on Pepperoni's. And 2-2 now. And ooh, the Olympians fans wanted that one. That did look like a good pitch. And they get Pepperoni's. Nonetheless, the Marauders get 2 runs in the top of the 7th. They lead at 4-2. We go to the bottom half of the frame and the Olympians' last chance. Julian Park comes in as the catcher now for the Marauders, the everyday catcher. 8-9-1 up for the Olympians this inning. Foul. Pops that one up to left field, and Escobar puts it away for the first out. Chuck Evans now playing third. It's a defensive replacement. And 1-1 now on Evans. Odell came out of the pen. He's been dealing. And that one is right back to Odell for the second out. So the Olympians down to their final out, the top of the order up. Gertie Booper. And 1-1 on Booper. And 3-1 now. And there's an inside strike. The crowd did not like that. And fouled off to left side. Full count now. Grounded up the middle. Booper keeps the game alive with a 2-out base hit. So the Olympians have a base runner. That brings in Joy Trickster. Specialist is activated though for Odell. So lefty on lefty matchup here. And the 1-1 now to Trickster. And the 2-1. Grounded to Majors. Across the diamond to McLongthorpe. Out number 3. And the Marauders win and end the Olympians' hot streak. What a good game on both sides. Let's take a look at the lines here. 4-10-0 for the Marauders. 2-6-0 for the Olympians. What really sealed the deal there was that 2-run top of the 7th. Take a look here. Doing the hitting on the Marauders side. McLongthorpe 2 for 3 today. RBI, a walk. Liu 2 for 3. Pepperoni's that big solo home run. Lila Quinto 1 for 3 as well. On the Olympian side, we can see smattering of hits throughout. Booper, Trickster, Bernal, Mullins, Foul, and Bowles, all with hits. Bernal walked twice today too. So Odell gets the win. Yoft pitched a pretty good game though. Odell gets the win, his second win of the year now. Bugles gets the loss. Fuentes pitched a heck of a game too, I'll say that. 3 strikeouts, gave up 2 earned runs. Take a look at our top 3 players of the game. Tugger Gentry, 1 for 3, a double, and 2 RBIs today. Bernal, 1 for 1 with 2 stolen bases. Yeah, Bernal stole those two stolen bases came in the same inning. Then Raina McLongthorpe continues her hot streak for the Marauders. 2 for 3 with an RBI and a stolen base. That's how game number 48 ends. The Marauders and the Olympians' hot streak. They improved their record to 7-3. Olympians go now to 8-2. So we got a little bit of a rivalry brewing here, maybe. We'll see. Tune in next time for Cheese League Baseball here on Geek Cheese on YouTube. Be sure to like this video if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter at geek_cheese for our schedule announcements and all things geeky and nerdy and Cheese League Baseball. That's it for us today, folks. Have a good one. Marauders win. Bye.